Yeah, I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that.
Anyway, hello everybody, and welcome to UG with Duff and Eazzzy. Oh, I had the two music on. Let me turn it down. There we go. All right. Hello everyone. I'm Duff. He's Eazzzy, and we're here for our in between Christmas, New Year's, Merry Christmas, because we missed one holiday episode. Merry Christmas, big guy. How are you?
Cheers. I'm outstanding. Love it.
Yeah, it's that time of year, eh? I think we're ready to do this. Let's, I'll say cheers to you. Let's make this a drinking episode.
Yeah, I've got a little station set up here.
So, I listen to a podcast all the time. Two Bears, One Cave with Segura and Bert Kreischer, and they have drinks on theirs all the time, so why can't we have drinks on ours? Right? I think it's allowed.
I just sent you my mini wet bar set up beside my chair.
So, it's not often I get photos by Eazzzy that involve the term wet. But anyway, here we go. There is his wet bar set up. There it is. Anyway, all right. Guesses. Who was that in the intro? Big guy, do you have a guess who that was? Playing a little Tom Sawyer by Rush?
Well, I only caught the last 10 seconds, even though, yes, I know what the song is and I know who the band is. So I didn't get enough of it, and I'm not sure I know any covers, really, to be honest with you. So,
people in the chat seem to like it. It was none other than it was Hip Mike. That was actually Hip Mike. He did that. He sang it himself. He played the guitar. He did everything.
I didn't even hear any vocals. I thought it was an instrumental.
No, he was singing too. So a few shocked faces, I think, probably in the chat from hearing that one. Okay. But yeah, not bad. I'm not gonna let just anything make it to the UG with Duff and Eazzzy podcast. We have standards. And that definitely met and exceeded the standards. All right, guys, hello and welcome. Obviously, I'm Duff. You guys know Big Eazzzy. Let's get the... Pardon? No, you're good. Let's get the particulars out of the way real quick here. So Thursday Night Scramble starting tomorrow, shockingly, because it's Thursday. There's your codes. Tennessee, T-E-N, Dallas, D-A-L. That's happening tomorrow evening, so go ahead, pick your squads. Oh, someone's saying they can't hear Big Eazzzy. Say something, Big Eazzzy.
Well, I'm trying to check my settings now, so I don't know. That sounds good on my end, no?
Yeah, we should be able to now. Yeah,
Was I just too far away from the mic before because I was drinking and I didn't have my mug anywhere near the screen?
We should be good now. There it is. Philip says,
all right.
Now I got you.
All right. I'm just playing with you, Phil. I play with you, punny.
Anyway, all right, so we're good there. So, yeah, so there's the Thursday night game. Obviously, for us, normally we go right into the football, but my boys are playing. It was 11-1 last I checked. Eazzzy, have a look over your right shoulder there. Tell me the score. What is it now?
So 11-2. The volume off. It looks like they're lining up at center.
All right, so it looks like Canada has destroyed the Germans after a shocking first-round loss to Czechia. It's all right. Everyone needs a wake-up call every once in a while. Bedard had 4 last I saw. So he's going to be the first-round draft pick for you non-hockey people. He is the next one. He absolutely phenomenal. He had exceptional status to go into the OHL, which meant he went in, I believe, at 15. And he's just been lighting it up, and he will be, unless he gets Me Too'd or something, he will be, knock on wood, I just jinxed him. He'll be the next number 1 pick in the NHL in the summer. Yeah, we're planning on having a fun little episode here. We got lots of people in the chat. We're going to take some questions. We're going to chat. We're going to hang out. We're going to tell some stories. So let's get this football nonsense out of the way. Take it away, Eazzzy.
I've got to look at what you're doing here because I didn't do any notes to. I could. We're going to wing some of this here, and we're just try and have some fun tonight. I know you won't be able to, based on the size and the clarity, but I do some work, a lot of effort into this, so I could rattle off right now who the announcing crew is, what the records are, what the coaches' records are, who's the average giveaway. I do all that stuff. I mean, I do some of that stuff for me as well, so I don't mind sharing it with you guys. But I just don't like rattling through all the weird stuff about, defensive yard coverage on third downs and what and then man beaters and all these different coverages. I know I just said man beater. Anyway, so thought we'd have a little bit of fun tonight. It's a bit of a mismatch game, so you've got Dallas visiting Tennessee, and pretty sure based on the injury reports I've seen that Derrick Henry's going to be out. I mean, the line I think right now is 12 or 12 and a half. It's just going to climb from there, I think. Cowboys have everything to lose, and Tennessee, unfortunately, has nothing to lose. So, unfortunately, they don't have a lot of talent either, too. They've got I apologize to the fans of both teams. If I say anything disparaging about your team, I don't mean to. I mean, I'm a Detroit Lions fan, so I've had to do all of this for a number of years, to this day. So, anyways, I just want to let you know that if I say anything bad about your team, and to offend you, it's just the way it is. So nothing going on with the weather. I looked, even though this time of the year you're in Tennessee, a decent temperature and hardly no precipitation, so nothing there. Big injury report. We talked about Derrick Henry, the biggest name. You're still without Tannehill, so you've got your backup. So other than that, like I said, I really don't want to do too much tonight. You won't see my grade slides up there. I thought we'd have fun with it. And I would throw out a random number, and Duff would throw a number. We put them together and come up with a percentage. But I'm definitely taking Dallas. I may or may not. But if you're looking for the winning pick for that extra ball, or hashtag promo shot ad lib right here, segue Duff. If you're one of those peeps that are 9-0, congratulations, still perfect. I think Mike said there was left, or Brent said there was left at perfect picks. A perfect picked posse.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the number's at, but it's getting down there.
So I suspect that it won't be undefeated after someone is like me, probably despises the Cowboys. So I bet you they pick along. What happens there? But Dallas is your pick tonight, folks. Duff, what did we say? 12-point spread here. We'll throw some numbers out. Well, let's go with 71 point.
27. 71.27.
There you go. 71.27% Dallas win here. I don't have too many other nuggets in that. Like I said, I wanted to kind of, if you guys want to have a drink with us and talk about anything in life and just kind of take questions from the crowd. And you guys are a big part of this. We appreciate you tuning in each and every week. We had about a 1.5 week, 2 week pre-game hiatus there, but it's holidays. It is what it is. Busy time of the year.
It is a busy time of the year. I threw that slide up there because you made it. So Dallas rocking the new alternate helmets with
I love that,
with the racing stripe down the middle.
Oh, always love that. So anything to do with the Rush helmets, with the uniforms, you guys know the Bengals where they had the white tiger. Oh, I got all excited. I don't like Dallas, but do I ever love these? All the Rush. It goes after the high school stuff, I guess. Thursday night football in high school and Friday night lights, and these they wanted to kind of go back and throw that uniform. They call it the Rush uniforms and stuff like that. But great colors on that. Great colors. Oh,
I do like the uniform a lot. The tinted visor can go, but the actual uniform itself is it's banging, as the kids would say. Banging. So we've got other news. Let's say hello to some few people. First, Pappy's here. Steph, hello. Knox is here. I saw your comment about the Michigan. Connor Bedard, what are you doing? He's so good. He's going to have 1 million highlights, but he decides he wants to go Michigan twice in that first game. Buddy, quit it. And then I watched, if anyone's watching this game, I'm all over this now. The Americans got upset today earlier as well, so anybody can lose. Good segue here. Not unlike Ultimate Golf, the hockey world, lots of parity happening in there. You get Americans, who are obviously a fantastic team. They lost earlier today. Canada loses their first game. So a lot of teams are stepping up. They're improving their programs. I know that Czechia team, I think it had 16 returning players from last season's team, which was the summer, granted, because it was a COVID late start, but still. Lots of parity going on in the hockey world, which is good. Good for everybody. It's no fun if you run through and win everything. You gotta earn it sometimes.
Lima's here. The mayor's here.
Lima, There's Lima. What's up, buddy? So big news out of our part of the world lately is we had like the storm of the century, whatever, call it whatever you want. Storm of once in a generation. Didn't get me too bad, but down towards the big guy's way, man, there's cars I think that are still stuck on the side of the road. It hit on the 23rd, kind of the big day of it. I saw lots of pictures. I know Buffalo got hammered. They had, and not shout out, but condolences. They had a lot of deaths actually from this storm. I think there was 31. Which is ridiculous. Tragic. We had a few deaths up here, lots of like 100-car pileups on highways and people stuck in snowbanks. And I know you were saying before we were on the air here, you lost power for a while, but some people are still without power. And we had temperatures down like minus 35. So that turns into a cluster F in a real hurry without power.
Yeah, there's a famous storm, blizzard of 77. Those anywhere probably. Well, I'm Niagara region, Buffalo, Canadian side, but people remember it. It was very similar to that, and it was scary, but it was so unbelievable to think in this day and age, all the technology we have, cell phones with GPS push pins and trackers on your phone, where you drop a push pin in your car in the middle of a five story parking lot. All that technology we have, these people in their cars for somewhere up to about 30 hours. They ran out of gas, so they were eating for water. I always couldn't get to them. They had 15-foot drifts. It was unbelievable.
Easy. I'm going to get you. I'm going to ramble on here for a minute and get you just to reboot because your audio keeps like that.
Okay.
And it was perfect earlier. And I think it's on your end for once. It's not on my end because it's normally on my end. So we'll do that. We'll lose easy. I'll talk a little bit about what's going on in the Duff household over Christmas. So we had a fantastic Christmas here. Had it. So I've got a couple older kids that I share time with their mom. So we had them over for a couple days. Then we had the family thing, which was absolutely incredible. And now all I do is drive to the hockey rink every day for camps. We got a tournament coming up. It is go time for hockey, transition time. It's all about pre-Christmas and then after Christmas when it comes to minor hockey. Jeff Thompson in the house. What's up, buddy?
Jeff here?
He's here. He's watching. He's supporting
us. All right, I rebooted everything. I hope the volume's better, no?
Yeah, you're way better now. Look at that. The old take it out, blow on it. Still works. So what's going on out there in Knox? Granduncle died in a snowbank? That ain't funny.
No, it's real, man. It's real. Sorry,
Pennsylvania gets some snow.
Real.
Everyone have a good Christmas. Everyone, if you celebrate something else. I know Hanukkah ended, I think, on Boxing Day. So happy Hanukkah and any of those people. Skiing season starting here soon as well. We don't do a lot of skiing. When's the last time you skied, big guy? You've obviously skied, but when's the last time you skied?
Duff, would you believe there's a story to everything in life?
There is. Let's hear it.
The last time I skied was probably 94. I think we were at KB, which is # short for Kissing Bridge. One of the biggest storms of the century. I had never skied before in my life. It sounded fun. People told me about the chalet. That sounded even funner. First time I ever went skiing, my snow picked into a ramp kind of a deal, and I took off and I broke my collarbone.
Oh, my God.
And then we were stuck in a blizzard on the way home that was about 6 hours to get home because we didn't want to stop at the hospital in New York or Buffalo. So I'm just crammed in like a small car with 5 guys and skis. I haven't been since then.
That's it? That's the last time you skied?
Yep. 93.
How's this for production value, people? Look at this. Quick and easy. Get that up there.
Yeah. Oh, I look like a flying mongoose when I hit that ramp. Spun off. The one ski snapped off like a Dumb and Dumber, and I flew about 40 feet down. And it was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
So I grew up in Vancouver. And so I grew up like on the mountains and doing lots of winter activities. And when I was, I don't know, probably 12 or 13, took up snowboarding. I skied up until then, but snowboarding was like new. This would have been like early 90s. And then I snowboarded for years and years and years. And then I moved to Ontario in 2001, and then was very, very disappointed that what they called mountains were like hills.
Yeah.
And snowboarded up until middle or just before COVID hit. My daughter was old enough now to learn to ski, so we put her on skis, and she was good at it right away because she's a good skater, I think. And
she's very athletic, and she picks up on things.
She certainly does. So I was snowboarding, and then I realized that I think I was too old for snowboarding, so I went and bought myself some skis. Skiing is way easier than snowboarding, by the way. The biggest one is when you get off the lift, look at that big guy pour. You don't have to sit your ass down and do up your straps. Skiing, you just get off, whoosh, 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 and away you go.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Good for you. I mean, you came from the mountains, so that's crazy out there. So coming to, we've got the one out in Quebec. We've got a few out your way, right? Collingwood and a couple other spots. Where was our boy there? He was at Horseshoe Valley. So, I mean, there's a couple of spots, but nothing like, my goodness. I've got skiing friends that are skiing nerds, and we're going to Blackcomb. We're going to BC. I mean, it's ridiculous where you came from, Duff. I mean, that is skiing central, right?
Our local mountains were world-class mountains. Like I didn't realize like we had seasons passes as kids, and it was like, wow, like, oh man, our parents, why didn't we get them at the good mountains? Meanwhile, they were like the best mountains in the world. Question, Knox got a question. What do you guys think about Ovi as a Canadian hockey fan? You know what? I liked him a lot. He was he already is a fantastic hockey player. He scores a bajillion goals. I like his style of play, that he was a big guy. He wasn't afraid to go and hammer you, drop the gloves. Obviously, super talented. He's got a wicked shot. But to support a regime like he is, I lost everything for him. And I'm frankly, I'm a little bit disappointed in the NHL for their handling on it. But, and again, that's my personal opinion. But the shit that's going on with Russia and that, you can't support that. So that's my take on it. For him to be
100%.
Yeah, it's whatever. I respect his game, his ability to play hockey, but any of the stuff outside of that, I lost a lot of respect for him. I won't be buying an 8 jersey anytime soon. Let's put it that way.
Oh, and if I want to throw some sour grapes at it, when we talk about, I got a buddy of mine to laugh at that. Phil Simms, who is over the hill, says, that's how Phil Simms announced. And we talked about last week. We talked about on Tuesday. Anyways, you still have the WHAA that people don't really take into account. Ovi's spent his entire career in the NHL, so those records are great. But you still have a few goals from Gordie Howe, and you've got a couple from Gretzky that they got in the WHA. So if you want to talk about, it's a record for the leagues, and he, theoretically he could catch Gretzky and pass him, right? We're thinking 4 years, maybe tops, maybe 3.5 years if he has a real good one. I mean, he's going to finish this year with another 10 or 15, and
he's 80 some back, isn't he?
Yep. And you figure next year he's not going to regress down to a 10 per year. No. So he's going to be 25, 30, 35, in the next few, like we're talking 3.5 years, he might actually catch Gretzky, which you would think is unbelievable. But as I said, there was some times that those Gordie and Wayno played in the WHA, and that wasn't actually the NHL, so they don't count those stats together. So he still might get the. Well, who knows? Anyways, I agree with you, Duff. I don't want to highlight it too much more, but disappointed. Can't support that.
I agree.
I have a big whiskey here.
That is a big one. I do not. I'll disagree with you on one, because that's fun to disagree when you're doing stuff like this. Is I don't think the WHA stuff should count because there was an NHL, and so it was. I don't really consider it an amalgamation. It was more of a
separate league.
Yeah, I don't think that one should count, but who cares? He'll never catch his point total anyway. Yeah. And I might have to get my boy the judge. We could probably argue that, but we'll move on to bigger and better things. Yeah, it's like you're not going to count a guy's XFL stats if Brady goes and
Yeah,
plays in the
no,
XFL.
I understand that. I understand that, but I'm not sure that the availability to play in the NHL at that point was an option. But whatever. Yeah, you're right. It existed. It was there. But
Um,
anywho, we
so
agree to disagree.
yeah, oh, that's fine. That's good. All right, I will ask though. Who do you think I got on my jersey? I'm gonna give you some hints as a Canadian kid. He wore number 12, big Calgary Flames guy. He wore the A
Oh,
for Team
Iggy,
Canada.
Iggy.
Oh, can you see it? I'm gonna show my butt. Yep. Iggy! Oh, my pants were still riding low. Oh man, I have to edit that part out. Look at my face just went red. Iggy Jerome McGinley, what an absolute beast of a human being, a fantastic hockey player, and one of the premier players to ever play this game. What a gem! Like, you know that guy. You could go anywhere with him. If you met in Italy and you were wearing a Canadian jersey and got in a fight and he was there, he'd knock the guy out for you. He just bleeds the red and white. Fantastic hockey player, and from what I understand, a terrific locker room guy as well.
That almost sounded like me until you said locker room guy.
Yeah, oh, you were given anyway.
I've been known to toss him a little bit.
He as soon as I saw this one, it was like I gotta get an Iggy jersey. I like him.
I was gonna wear my hat tonight too. I know last time the people that tuned in last time we had the crazy hats on. I had the Rastafari and snow toque with the beard and all that. And I was gonna put the toque on again. It was gonna be a Red Wings red and white toque, but I actually did my hair tonight. So I thought, I hardly have any of it left here, right? Just a few little buds up here. So I thought I'll just let it go. So. And Noxie, you know what? We're not going to get into. I said he was a great player. Noxie, he's a great player. He is, and I just don't agree with his views, and it is what it is. But
wearing this hat was probably a mistake. It is so friggin' hot. It is. I'm dying right now. I'm gonna have to take it off. I'm seriously sweating. Oh, there we go. That helps a little bit.
And I had a rash the last time I wore that. Well, it felt like a rash, but my forehead was all red, just like yours.
Oh, it's killing me. Look at this.
Anyways, what's going on with everyone in the chat? Appreciate everyone that coming in here. So if you guys have any questions or any stories you want to tell, I know it's not audio, but you can chirp it up a little bit.
Ice Dragon.
Steph says, take it off, Duff. Take it off.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm still embarrassed by that. I'm seriously going to go back and edit that out.
Let the hat fly.
Ice Dragon. How do we feel about Ice Dragon in the UG Showdown Cold as Ice challenge?
I only played it once. I thought it was cool. I actually didn't do any practice pins on those things the first time through. I wanted to go at them, but some interesting holes. And like we say, it's always nice to. There's a couple of challenging ones, and then there's one that might be a bit of a gift where you can kind of get one back.
With the tailwind, the one with the island in the...
Not always, but with a tailwind, it looks like you can get that other one, and it's nice. It's nice. You don't want three ball busters where you're barely getting your birdie and you're getting zero tiebreaker most of the time. Don't mind those at all because I think it's challenging, but we can't have three of those. So
I like
good mix of holes.
I like what my man the mayor said. It's good a few times a year. It's no different than Haunted Hills. I don't want it.
It's like, yeah,
I don't want it every
mind
week.
it. I don't mind it at all.
I don't want every Thursday to be Ice Dragon and Haunted Hills Day. But I enjoy it. It's kind of fun. The other courses get a little bit repetitive. Repetitive is the wrong word, but it's okay. Hit to a distance off the tee. All right, line up your approach. Hit Bigfoot. Occasionally hit Lightning Rod. Maybe hit Orion. But it gets a little bit repetitive. Whereas when we throw in the Ice Dragons and the Haunted Hills of the world, or we throw in a front tee or something like that, it does break it up nicely, and then you kind of get a little bit of excitement back. It becomes fun to play.
For people that have been playing the game for 2 years or whatever, like that's what we're talking about. Some people might not have any issues like that are only newer players or 6 months in, but at some point in time you're like, oh, WP again, oh my goodness, play that one. Well, when you're playing every tournament and you're entering every single event, it becomes monotonous at some point, and you played them so much. So for sure, it's a good breakup, but we don't want to see those any more than a couple times a year. Like obviously on the anniversary dates, and maybe like a Christmas in July kind of thing or whatever. But you don't need to see them in the regular rotation, but they're a necessary evil, and I think it's nice.
Speaking of Christmas in July, so we saw on, I believe, the day or two before Christmas, we saw the Pro DX Miss become the very first ball ever to jump to plus 12% power. Did you have any left over? So you benefited from that. And B, did you notice a difference? I played a little bit, and it's a significant little bump there.
Yeah.
With the DX being at 10 and then going to the Pro DX at 12, with a maxed out RB, it's a big difference, especially if you get into the big win tournaments. So you do that with a big wind and a tailwind, you get into the 20s or the 21s. It's damn near almost like at least half of the par fours now become drivable, and 2 or 3 of the par fives. Maybe not drivable, but into no adjust range. It's and then you can throw power pins on there now too, right? So you can throw a +5 on there. You throw a +5 on there, so now you've got 17% off the tee, and then you throw a multi-stat on the drivers, right? Like you're looking at, I'm gonna say every par 4 is drivable from the middle tees, probably. Not from the back tees, but from the middle tees, I'm gonna say every par 4 is drivable.
I think my back is feeling okay.
There you go.
Oh boy.
But yes, so it does. So yeah, so it's now officially the longest ball. It was the longest ball in the game anyway, but it is now. The Steph, I asked Santa for Duff and Big E under my tree. I was very disappointed. I've been disappointing women my entire life, Steph. You're not the first, and you won't be the last.
Oh, Steph, you imagine the shit show if you woke up and these two big fellas rolled out from underneath the tree and started stumbling around in your living room. Like on it, but Jesus, like I don't know if you guys carry guns at your place or not, but can you imagine those two fellas rolling out, getting up, and just going right to the cabinet.
Ridiculous. All right, big guy. So New Year's Eve is coming. Look at that fat cat, Andrew Hall, with his amazing new backyard, checking in all the way from Aussie. What up, mate? Big Eazzzy. All right, New Year's resolutions. Are you a person that makes them? Yes or no? And if the answer is yes, give me one. What you got for this year?
I will be boring and I say no, I've never made them. But I don't know. I guess I do have goals. I'm not sure that I'm not sure it happens on a dime for me. There's a little bit of hibernation that usually happens, and then I decide, mid-January, mid-Feb to try and get back into it. I lift weights a lot. I took a lot of time off, but get back into it and try and trim up a little bit. Put on too many, they say the COVID 20. I'm about a 40. I'm about a 50. I could probably cut back on a drink or two. Don't need to drink the whiskey as much as I do. So, you know what? God bless you guys. I try and live life to its fullest. And if I go out, I'm getting high scores. So I have a tough time hanging on to stuff like that. So I just do it when I do it.
Yeah. January 1st doesn't have to be the day that you have to make resolutions. You touched on something that I think is very important, though, and we're gonna get all serious for a minute. But that's sad, right? Seasonal affective disorder, whatever it stands for. It's like for real. Like we're pretty far north, so we don't get a lot of sunlight. Like it gets dark, whatever, just after 5. Sun doesn't come up till after 7:38. And it does. It starts messing with you, and like mental health is obviously very, very important. It's everyone's shy to talk about it, but it's super important. I know myself too. Like after the whole big busyness of Christmas and everything that's going on, there is a little bit of a letdown in January, and it's kind of like, ugh. And then the weather sucks, especially around here. What gets me around here is when we get a big snowfall. And then you work your ass off, and you're using your snowblower and you're shoveling, and everything's all blah blah blah. And then the weather kind of warms up a bit, and then all that pristine white turns to that nasty ass gray and black and brown, and then the whole world just kind of feels blah for like a couple days or a week. I definitely get a little bit of that, a little bit. I'm not ashamed to admit it.
No,
You gotta check in
and
on your
you know what?
buddies once in a while and do all that stuff, right?
This is it happens all the time, and yeah, I don't want this to turn into something different, but just recently with that other guy there, the Twitch or whatever like that, the DJ there for Ellen,
Yeah.
you know, they said they looked at his Instagram account and everything was just happy and roses and a bunch of pics with his kid and his wife, or you don't know. And they say it's sometimes it's the people you don't think, so they say you got to check on your friends and stuff. I don't know.
Check on your friends, everybody. Just call.
Just do that.
Say hello.
Just do that.
Send a text. Hey, miss you. Merry Christmas. Thinking of you. Whatever. We have she might not want me to talk about it, but Steph and their country club had a loss a couple weeks before, or a week before Christmas.
Thrill. Yeah.
I didn't know them well, but I knew them a little bit and participated in a couple things they were involved in. And it's, cheers. Rest in peace. But it's, it's sad. I read today on, we'll get into that more in the country club stuff, Steph, or the championship. How have I not mentioned this yet? How's this segue? Super down and nasty talk. And then now we're going to go into this. So yes, the Country Club Championship Tournament does start this weekend coming up. Rounds will be played Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I like the extra day. Give everyone extra time to play this. And then we'll carry on all next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Duff's taking a personal day, Thursday and Friday, shockingly, to drive 4.5 hours to go to a hockey tournament. And then we'll do the final, let's call it Sunday. I anticipated Saturday, but we all know Friday will be a big night, and I'll be driving all day Saturday, so the final will probably be Sunday. But anyway, so that's coming up. I know people look forward to that. But yes, GC, UG community, it's so important. Like this, look at this. Lima's here. He has no business. He's not here for the actual information we're giving out. Same with Andrew. They're here supporting me and supporting the big guy and hanging out. And Steph's the same. Jeff was here. JD, I didn't say hello to you, but hey, buddy. If you're not participating in this, everyone, I'm preaching the choir because everyone here is participating in it. But, if you're watching this on a replay, you need to participate in the community, man. It's so good. And that was I do my silly little Duff's tips of the week on the newsletter that comes out every month. And I do Royale stuff and hit to max range and do all this stuff. But my last one was be a part of the community. And if you don't, you guys are obviously chatting in this, so you're outgoing enough. But just challenge yourself to just post a replay. I remember even when the game started for months, I never posted anything on the Facebook group. And then one day I just decided I just posted something, and then you can't get me to shut up since. But legitimately, I've met real world cool friends, through mobile online gaming, but also through this very game, which is kind of cool. I've got a couple of the hockey dads onto it. They don't know I have a YouTube channel yet though, so because I'm not ready. I'm not ready to bust that one out yet. But I got a couple of my hockey dad buddies hooked on Ultimate Golf. I haven't. They don't really know who I am, and I think I'm going to wait till this next hockey tournament. I'm going to play them for money. We're gonna. I should probably live stream it. How good? Okay, give me your ideas, people. I need your ideas. How can I? So I've got some alt accounts with lower clubs and all that, and I know they're hooked on it. They've been playing it a ton. How do I go about bringing up that because we normally play some poker on our hockey dads late at night.
Ooh.
How can I go about playing Ultimate Golf and taking all their money? I need your ideas. Let's come up with an idea.
More interesting. Poker and Ultimate Golf tied into it.
Maybe. I should totally stream it. How funny would that be to somehow find a way?
If you lose the hand, there's a double down where there's an opportunity to go to a a shootout of some sort or a royale.
I think royales would be the best way to hide it.
What are royales? I've never seen these things before. What do you have to do here, boys?
You know what I'll do? We'll play here's what I'll do. As we get close to an hour, right? I'll keep an eye on it, and then I'll just go on my phone and be like, "Oh, there's one of these royal things starting. Why don't we play that?" And then I'll make sure we're all in the same, and then I'll sandbag the first 2 rounds, and then
just barely make it,
and
right?
then
Just
beat them by
cut.
6,000 in the last round. A buck a point. Why don't we play a buck a point, boys? A buck a point.
Oh, let's go. Let's do it.
That would be pretty funny, actually.
Omicron, good club. Good club. I don't know too much about them, but good shooters over there.
Yes. All right. We're at 40 minutes. You know what? I think what we're going to do here is I need to go take a quick 5-minute break, but why don't we, Big Eazzzy, let's kill the YouTube feed here in a minute, and we'll move everything over to
Discord.
We'll move over to Discord. I'm going to quickly post a link to my Discord in the chat, and everyone, JD, you're a golf loof. Oh, you got to come over to my Discord. I'm going to post a link to my Discord in the chat, and everyone is welcome to join and to hang out with us and do whatever they want. Let me... How do I do this from here? Huh. All right, Eazzzy, tell us the story while I figure this out.
Well, I'm talking about... oh, there's Andrew. I'm looking at all the comments here, so... anyways, oh, dude, if you're golf loof, oh, God, I would say lots of nice things about you in public here for sure, but...
dude, you're a beast. You're killing it, man.
He's... Yeah.
JD.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. My bracket's a lot lately, and I don't like that. I'm not saying I'm afraid of anything in life, but I certainly don't like when I see you in my bracket. Go away.
There, that's
in
right.
the nicest of terms. You're that good. Good for you. Yeah, like I said, your club is good. It looks good. A bunch of shooters in there. Probably not right at that level yet, but we'll see what happens. Hey, we've always said it takes a chip and a chair, right? A chip and a chair. Get me to the finals.
No pants party. All right, no pants party in the Discord. Starting right now. I posted the link right there. If you guys are not members, feel free to join. I just opened up the channel so anyone can join. I'll be there in like 2 minutes, and I'm sure Eazzzy will be there shortly. JD, come hang out with us. Click on that link. Everyone else, come hang out with us. Have a drink. Be merry. And look at that, Steph. You're live on YouTube right now. All right, I'm going to kill the YouTube feed. We'll move over to Discord.
I gotta adjust my camera.
Be back.
Hold on, I gotta move my camera.
Back. Jerome McGinley.
Am I on there?
Yeah, Steph, you're live on YouTube right now.
Yeah, you're live on YouTube.
All right, I'm killing the YouTube. We'll see everyone on Discord. Later.
What the fuck?
Oh, that's funny.